2K is releasing as a free game to PlayStation Plus members at the beginning of the month. So if you're watching this, you're probably new to the game. I'm going to break down exactly what to know about the game, things that have changed, how to approach the game, how to unlock good rewards and everything like that. It will be a lengthy video, so bear with me, but I will do timestamps so you can skip around if you need to. First things first, the very first thing you need to do is go over to this market tab right here, go to locker codes, and type in this code you're seeing on the screen. It's going to be 100-overall-player. So what that's going to do for you, it's going to give you a 100 overall player, which is the third best tier in the game. But all of these cards are relatively good, and you're going to get a good player to start your team off with. So there's like 100 overall Dwight Howard, 100 overall Shaq, Kristaps Porzingis, Paolo Banchero, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. All these cards actually have like almost 99 every stat. If you look, there's a few missing possibly. Like some have 95 in one stat, but they're all really good. So any of these cards will be suitable for you. So be sure to type in that code. Thing number 2, follow me on Twitter and join the Discord. Those links will be down below because I almost always respond to DMs. So if you have specific questions that I did not mention in this video, I'll 100% help you out. Also, if you play Park, I have a group chat where people find teammates for Park. Same thing with the Discord. If I'm not around, there's people in the Discord that'll help you out. So be sure to join those 2 things. So we're going to be separating this video into a few different categories. First, we're going to just go through everything like in the main menu. Then we're going to see how you can approach the game. There's a few different ways you can approach this game. If you are strictly an offline player, that's cool. I'm going to walk through some offline stuff you could do. If you're strictly an online player, I'm going to give you all your options there. And if you're a heavy grinder, I'm going to give you your options there, okay? So first, let's go ahead and go through this menu. So if you go to this home tab, you got the challenges first of all right here. This is going to have a bunch of challenges you could try and accomplish. The daily upgrades, if you do these, it gives you a piece towards a 99 overall player. It takes quite a few of them, but they're all really easy. Win any game, apply a shoe, which we will get to, and then get Bucks stats, 75 points, assists, or rebounds with any Bucks player. Really easy. These 3-point takeover ones. These ones might not be easy for someone that's new, but they're relatively easy once you get in the swing of things. Make 5 threes, shoot 100% from the field. Breakout threes, which we'll get to breakout, domination. Pretty much just shooting threes in every game mode. These WNBA ones, it's simple challenges like score 30 points with 1 player, 10 points in the paint and get 1 steal, stuff like that. And what these unlock is a really good coach from the WNBA. I recommend Caitlin Clark personally. The Vibe set is actually going to be able to give you a free 10 box of the newest packs. This could help you out a ton also. And it's once again not the hardest stuff in the world. 106 rebounds and fast break points. That can be done quickly. 30 threes and dunks. Stuff like that. There's nothing that requires specific players. The only thing, you have to play 2 multiplayer games. Besides that, you could do these in whatever game mode you want to do. Downtown as a new player, I wouldn't necessarily worry about these too much. These are going to be your game mode rewards down here, which is pretty much what you get for playing specific game modes. Summer Festival, we will get to that in a little bit. We're not going to focus too much on that right now. Playoffs. These are going to be spotlight sims. These are going to be more for the offline guys. Essentially, every team has a triple threat game, which is like a 3-on-3 game, a clutch time game, which is a 1 5-minute quarter game, and then a full game to unlock a pink diamond player. These cards are not amazing by any means, okay? But, you know, some of the cards are playable. Like LeBron can play for you. Kawhi could possibly play for you. Paolo could probably play for you. And then there's second sets too, but they get harder and harder the more you go. But I wouldn't worry too much about these, okay? You're going to realize pretty quickly that you can get cards better than these without playing all these challenges. And then we're going to go ahead and go over to this weekly tab where they're going to give you challenges at once a week per season. Like these ones are challenges where you got to get an Opal player and better, which you have the 100 overall now. And you got to get 75 points, assists, and rebounds. That's going to unlock the signature series pack. Whoever you get from that pack, you got to get 75 points, assists, and rebounds for the prime pack. And that just goes all the way down, okay? Really easy challenges to do offline. And you can unlock all these packs, which you might pull somebody decent to add to your squad. So that's where you get to your challenges. You can do those in almost any game mode. If it has to be a specific game mode, they will let you know. Next is the seasons tab. You're going to start all the way over here at season 1. You're going to get Donovan Mitchell, which is going to be a pink diamond card, okay? Now with Donovan Mitchell, the thing that makes him good, he's not the best card in the game, but what makes him good is he actually evos up to a dark matter. So I didn't evo mine. He's a pink diamond right here, 96 overall. But if you go to the collections and you go find the card and go to edit player, you can find evolutions, and his goal is just score 71 points in the game with this Donovan Mitchell, and he goes to a dark matter and the stats get significantly better. He'll make for a great card for you. Now, if you're hell-bent on finishing this fast, it is a grind. It is a heavy grind, but the fastest way to do it is to play domination. And when you get these tokens right here, like when you get to the number 3 level, there's a 120-minute XP token. So if you want to get through these quick, every time you get one of those tokens, you're going to go over here to the manage tab, 2 XP coins, and I didn't use any of mine. And you could press X to redeem one of these, and you'll get a little timer in the top right. And then you're going to want to go play some domination. Domination is an offline game mode. It's really easy. This would be a good starter mode to kind of learn the game a little bit. You could just start something easy, like play against one of these teams on the lowest difficulty, on rookie difficulty. It'd be really hard to lose this game. But the seasons, if you do go through this, you will get some really good rewards, even if you don't buy the pro pass. I recommend not spending too much money on this game, but if you are going to spend any money, $10 for the pro pass would be your best bet. So you get a 95 plus player, you get some MT, which is a currency used to buy cards off the auction hall. What else good? You get a 97 plus player, you get a 99 player, you get another 99 player, 100 overall player, another 99 overall option pack. That means they're gonna give you a few players, you got to choose one. So you get a lot of options here, a lot of players to build a team around. But like I said, this is a grind. I wouldn't recommend trying to rush through this. Take your time. You'll get this done naturally just by playing the game. Now, MT rep is something you don't got to worry about too much. But one thing you do got to know is you have to reach gold tier to unlock the auction house. And that's how you're going to buy your cards. If you play a couple domination games, maybe 3 or 4, you should be able to get this done. And there's also some challenges that we mentioned in the challenges that will also give you extra rep. So like these 3-point takeover ones, all these give you rep. The season 7 rewards, and so I would combine some of those challenges while you're playing domination to get to gold level as soon as possible. The training hub is where you can go practice with your cards. I recommend freestyle. You can change the difficulty to whatever difficulty you want, just so you can kind of learn your players' jump shots, learn their animations, learn how they play and stuff like that. So now we're on the game mode. Showdown is the main 5v5 mode. So now we're on to the game modes. We will talk about more of these when I get into more online, offline specific things, but we talk about all these game modes here for you. The pack market, you can buy cards with VC, which is like having to spend actual money, or your MT, you can buy packs. I don't recommend spending your MT on packs. Use your money more on cards, like newer cards that you want to use. There are some really good budget cards you don't have to spend a lot of MT on. The auction house is where you actually get to buy the cards. So you can sort just about anything. You can search a player specific name, search by position, by their tier, 100 overall, dark matter, galaxy opal, etc. And you can also put a maximum buyout. So if you have 5,000 coins or 5,000 MT, you can see what could be the best card you can get for that 5,000 MT. There's a lot of budget cards, so we'll go over those in a second, but that's just kind of how the auction hall works. Just know that there is like a 30-minute grace period after you buy the card. You have to wait 30 minutes before you get your card, which sucks. The exchanges are going to come in big because now we're doing the summer festival. So every time you play one of these games, you get a gold card for the offline and 3 gold cards for the online games. So you can turn those into diamond collectibles. So you need 5 diamonds for pink diamonds, 5 pink diamonds for opals, etc. So with these, I would not worry too much about this, because most of this is money spent content, okay? Like this Kareem, this GOAT Kareem, you're never gonna get. This Invincible Ron Artest, you're never gonna get. This is stuff that you're gonna have to spend money to get, and that's just, unfortunately, that's the state of the game. So don't worry about these. If you are gonna try and do anything, I'd recommend turning these collectibles into diamonds and quick selling the diamonds, okay? So the fastest way to do that is to pretty much, whatever tier you're in, if you have an opal, you can go to this one right here where you can turn 1 opal into 5 pink diamonds. Then you can turn each pink diamond into 5 diamonds. Every week they do a Sunday streak, which will be hard for you at first, but if you can find some good teammates, I'll explain the park later. If you can win 5 games in a row in the park, you get a GOAT collectible. The best thing to do with that is gonna sound crazy and complicated, but the best thing to do with that is to turn your 1 GOAT collectible into 2 invincibles and do that all the way down until you get to all diamonds. If you quick sell all those cards, it's gonna take like an hour. I promise it's gonna take a long time, but you're gonna walk away with 150k MT, which is a lot. It could get you a lot of good cards. Lastly, we're gonna get to this manage tab. Well, not lastly, we got 2 more tabs where you could build a lineup. You could build different lineups. So 3-person lineup, that's gonna be for triple threat. Whether you're playing online or offline, in the park or on breakout, you're gonna do a 3-man lineup. 5-person is for clutch time, which is the 1/4 game mode that I told you about. A full lineup is gonna be for all your full lineup games. So you also wanna make sure you get a decent coach. Like I said, if you do all those WNBA challenges in the challenge tab, you can get you a Caitlin Clark coach that's really good. And you know, it'll definitely get the job done for you. The shoe lab. So if you play previous 2Ks, the shoes just be a little bit different where you can add individual stats to it. They switched it this year. So this year you add what they're called takeover boost. So you have to find which card matches your player by their brand. So in my case, let's see, with let's go with Bob Pettit. You see next to Bob Pettit's name that has the Converse sign where it's like yellow right there. He can only wear Converse. So you go to the shoe lab, you find yourself a Converse shoe, and then you want to only do diamonds, guys, where it says the infinite logo. Because if you do anything with like a gold card, you're wasting your takeover. It's only good for 3 games. Diamond shoes are not hard to come by, and you got all these different kind of boosts you can do. Like Chef, once you get takeover, it gives you +7 mid-range, 3-point, and ball handling. My personal favorite is Satellite because it gives you mid-range, 3, and speed, but it also extends how far you can shoot the ball from. So when you get this takeover, you can literally shoot from half court and make it at a pretty good clip. So actually, let me go ahead and add this to Bob Pettit right now. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. So Bob Pettit got his shoe. Cool. We already talked about the tokens. Now, as far as options goes, anytime you want to do anything with the indicators, you go to the customized hub. Shot meters. So me, I do my shot meter off. 2K has made it very clear this gives you a boost. If you could time your shot good without using the meter, then you get a better chance of making the shot. But if you're new, especially if you never played 2K or haven't played 2K in a couple of years, you're gonna leave this on because it'll have a meter. You see how Donovan Mitchell on the left of him, that meter pops up? It'll kind of give you an indicator of when you should release the button or the right stick. Also, I recommend putting shot feedback on. I use simple because it shows you more stuff. But if you turn it on, when you make or miss the shot, it'll tell you why you made or missed the shot. It'll tell you if you were open. It'll tell you, oh, actually I do all shots, sorry. It'll tell you if you're open, it'll tell you how your timing was, etc. So, you know, it'll tell you, hey, you were late on that shot. You need to release a little bit early next time, stuff like that. All right, so that was me rambling. Oh, last thing. In the controller settings, there's different shot timings. This is the first time they've done this. There's real player percentage, which you do not want to use online. Maybe if you're just starting offline with that one, you literally just press the button and they base it off of how good your player is. A low risk, it makes you make more wide open shots. It's less about how well you time it and more about how open you are. Normal risk is kind of in between. It's equal with your timing and how open you are. High risk, you will never make a bad timing shot, but you can make more difficult shots. I use high risk. So that was long. Pause. So, but now we're gonna get into more individual stuff. So now this is where you can kind of click around a little bit. I'm gonna start with offline. If you are playing offline strictly for fun, okay, I would play Breakout. The rewards aren't amazing, but in my opinion, it's the most variety of playing. Your options are Breakout and Domination. Domination is straightforward. It is a 5-minute quarter game, 4 quarters. You could pick your difficulty and you get these rewards with more stars you get. Now, in order to get the top rewards, like the 10,000 coins, you have to get 3 stars. So you have to play on pro difficulty on all these games. But Breakout is a little bit more variety here. Let me actually do a fresh board so you guys can kind of see. So you can do all game modes, triple threat only, which is a 3-on-3. or clutch time only, which is the 1/4 game. I recommend doing all game modes because the rewards are better. If you're playing for fun, you might want to play, increase the difficulty the more you play. Start on rookie, maybe go to semi-pro after you get better, pro, all-star, etc. If you're playing for rewards, just play on rookie. The rewards are the same regardless. So the objective of this game is to get to the edge. So you can play this game right here, then play this game right here, and work around the full edges of the board. These corners over here are going to be prizes. So in order to unlock these prizes, you got to get to the corner, and you have to get enough flags to unlock it. So the middle one's going to be 5 flags. The 2 second to middle ones are going to be 10 flags. And the corners are going to be 15 flags. Each game you win, you get 1 flag. And there's a goal right there under bonus objective. That's an opportunity to get 2 flags. Pro tip, if you're looking to get better rewards, if you play 3 of the same tiers, then you can get what's called a portal. So in this instance, you see where it says era, it says 1990s. If you play 3 1990s games in a row, you get a 1990s portal that will pop up in one of these corners. So what I recommend doing personally is re-rolling this board by pressing triangle to end the run and then redoing it until you get 2 of the same. So now I got a 1980s and an all-time, but I want to get 2 of the same. So I'm gonna keep re-rolling it until I get 2 of the same. Don't ignore the easy lineups, the medium lineups, those don't mean anything. You're looking for time periods, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, stuff like that. So we got 1 2010, and just keep rolling that back until you find, so boom, now you got 2 currents, 1 current here, 1 current here. So I would play these other games that don't have current until you can find a 3rd one. Once you find that 3rd one, play all 3 to unlock the portal. The best reward is going to be in the corners, and there's some decent rewards, but I'm just saying this is the better mode if you're playing just strictly for fun. I don't find offline gameplay fun, but some people do. If you're playing offline for rewards, I recommend domination. If your team's not as good yet, you can start with the regular NBA domination, and every 5 games you play, each game is worth about 3k MT, but then when you finish all of them, you get the 10k MT. So that's about 25k MT, which can get you a good budget card. So that's offline. Now let's get to online. If you're playing online strictly for fun, in my humble opinion, Triple Threat Park is the way to go. And I'm gonna show you guys around that right now. So Triple Threat Park, you have 2 options, okay? You can do either a triple threat, which is you control all 3 players. So you control all these players. Or you could do co-op, which you only control 1 player, which will be your first choice here. In my case, it's Bronny James. Don't ask why. So I'm gonna show you around the courts right now and show you exactly what these courts look like in here. So when you get into the park, all 4 of the corner courts are going to be triple threat, which is where you control all the cards. You'll be able to know this because there's only 1 circle right here. You see this circle? That's the got next spot. There's only 1, meaning you control all the cards. The 3 middle ones are co-op, which you play with either random teammates or you can link up with friends. Like I said, you could join my Discord and try and get people to play with through there. And you control just the 1 player, like the first player in your options. Now, if you don't have friends to play with, there's the 2, the left and the right court. Those are called the random courts, meaning on these middle courts, if you're on the spot and someone comes with a squad of 3 people, they can kick you off the spot. On these random courts, they are not able to do that. These random courts are meant for people that don't have teammates. So if you want to just run park by yourself, that's what these random courts are for. This is my favorite game mode to play, honestly, because even if like you just do that 1 locker code for the 100 overall player, you could come play park because you got a card good enough to come play. So the rewards are sometimes good, sometimes not so good. Right now, it's 1 win streak is a shoe pack, 3 win streaks is a random event card, and 5 win streaks is a 95 overall plus card, which could actually help you out quite a bit if you're new to the game. So the next game mode that you can play is Showdown. Showdown is an interesting one. So pretty much you start at tier 15, and every few games you win, you get to move up a tier. This game mode gets really sweaty. If your team's not great, you can give it a shot because they do try to match you with teams similar to yours, but sometimes you get matched against really good teams. I'm talking about, you saw that GOAT Kareem card that I told you you're never gonna get unless you spend money? You'll face against a lot of teams like that. So Showdown is fun when you're in the lower tiers, but just be ready. If you get into the higher tiers, it's gonna get real sweaty. King of the Court is the most competitive game mode in this year's game. I would avoid this. Once again, it's just regular games, 5-on-5 games where you get to switch your players out and everything, but this is where the comp's at. The rewards are not going to be good enough for you to be playing this mode, in my opinion. Salary cap. They give you a salary for each card, and this is the 5-on-5 mode I would focus on personally. So let me see if I don't think I got a lineup built because I don't really play salary cap, but this mode is going to be fair game. Once you build enough you know, decent cards, then you can actually build a good salary lineup. So you see in the bottom it says salary cap. It says 26,500. So that's how much you have to spend. Now, the reason this is good for new people is because you see it's 26,000. My really good cards, look, this was 22,000. That's my whole budget. This one's 18,000. That's almost my whole budget. So you're kind of forced to use some of these lower tier cards. Now you might be able to get away with one of these 8,000 cards, but in reality, you're going to be mostly using these 96 overall cards and below. Let me see if I can cook up a good lineup real quick for an example. All right, so this is the kind of lineup you're going to be looking at, like mostly diamonds, some pink diamonds. Some people stack it with like higher tier cards and lower tier cards, but it's not going to be amazing teams. So this would be, if you want to play 5-on-5 basketball, I'd say this should be the move for you. So that's all the online stuff. Now I'm gonna get into some of the grindable content you should be working on right away. Honestly, the things I'd recommend grinding, the spotlights is gonna end in an invincible card. The issue is, I would say each one of these takes like 40 minutes. And as you can see, there's a lot of these. It was something you would have rather started from the beginning, but if you're up for the grind, start taking care of it. You get pink diamonds, then you get 98 overalls, then you get 99 overalls. Next is gonna be 100 overalls, then invincibles. But honestly, there's really, I feel like as far as good quality content, there's not too much to grind right now besides these spotlights. So I'd recommend getting your 100 overall card and getting into the park if you want to play online, getting in the breakout if you want to play offline, and just getting out there and having fun, man. I know this was a long video, so be sure to, you know, follow me if you have any specific questions. If you need any tips for a specific challenge or specific game mode, follow me on Twitter. Send me a message and I'll definitely get back to you. I hope this helps. I tried not to make this too long, but I want to explain everything. But if it helped, be sure to subscribe and like the video, man. As always, y'all be safe. Peace.